on the present, Candice contemplated several questions. Why didn't Bobsa introduce her as his wife to the woman? Why did he leave them in the living room? Why didn't he come back? Why was the woman in his house while he was out of town? Did she live with him? If so, why didn't he mention that to her? There were too many questions. Only Bobsa had the answers. She picked up her phone and dialed his number. She knew the time difference between Nigeria and America was not in her favor, but she wanted answers. The phone rang several times without an answer, so she left him a voicemail asking him to call her back. After 2 days without a response, she texted him on WhatsApp, asking him to call her. The message was delivered and read by him, but he didn't reply. She attempted twice more, and it became clear that he didn't want to talk to her. She tried to come up with an explanation for his silence, but couldn't find one. Then, it hit her. Bobsa had once said he didn't want a circumcised woman. Which explains why he didn't have sex with her on their wedding night. She thought he was shy. He didn't make love to her because he had something better waiting for him in Lagos. When they arrived in Lagos, he walked away because he wanted to protect his relationship with Deezy, a younger, uncircumcised woman. His envisioned sexual gratification with Deezy exceeded their vows, enduring friendship, family ties, and everything they had shared. He cut her off when he realized he had made a mistake in marrying her. She had heard from men that sex with a circumcised woman was like sleeping with a cold fish, a log of wood, or riding a bicycle uphill. She dismissed these inferences when she first heard them, but now they struck her like a sledgehammer. The arrow pointed straight at her, piercing through the walls she had built around her heart. She, Candice, was a mutilated woman who couldn't sexually satisfy a man. Her husband rejected her as if she were a defective product. The reality crashed over her like a tidal wave, ruthless and unforgiving, stripping away her inner strength like wax melting in the heat. A wave of raw emotions surged through her body. Each sensation a painful reminder of her inadequacy. It felt as if a knife had been plunged into her chest. Its sharp edges piercing her insides with relentless precision. Her inner strength broke, turning her once resilient and robust body into a broken vessel that had shattered into pieces. Her heart throbbed violently, each beat echoing with the ejection. Every pulse sent waves of anguish coursing through her veins. She was consumed by a suffocating sense of despair, drowning her. A sudden, excruciating pain rose from the depths of her gut, followed by nausea churning in her stomach. With a desperate lurch, she doubled over and stumbled toward the bathroom on faltering, unsteady steps. Leaning heavily against the sink, she emptied the contents of her stomach, retching violently. Sweat drenched her brow, and her breath came in ragged gasps as she struggled to regain her composure. Clinging to the side of the sink for support, she fought to steady herself against the dizzying onslaught threatening to engulf her. The vibrations in her heart pounded like drums, each beat reverberating through her chest with growing intensity. Her field experience kicked in. She recognized the unmistakable signs of a panic attack and quickly began applying the techniques she had learned. Grateful for her training, she focused on her breathing and began to count backward from 100. A technique she knew could help soothe her frayed nerves. As she counted each breath, the tension in her body slowly melted away, and the tremors gradually faded. Confident that the worst was behind, she made her way to the bedroom, although the sour taste from her vomiting ordeal still lingered in her mouth. Grabbing a bottle from her nightstand, she took a small sip of water and winced as the liquid coursed down her raw throat. Each swallow a reminder of her distress. She slowly sat on the edge of her bed, feeling a wave of lightheadedness wash over her. The walls of the room seemed to close in around her. Desperate for fresh air, she rose and quickly changed into activewear. She dashed out of her house into the cool night air. The tranquility of the night embraced her like a blanket, providing a brief respite from the turmoil in her heart. Amid her brokenness, she found solace in the soft sighing of the wind and the gentle glow of the moonlight. The invisible, comforting hands of Mother Nature guided her on.